Welcome to the Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast, where we provide you the training and tools you need to pass the CISSP exam while enhancing your cybersecurity career. Hi, my name is Shon Gerber, and I'm your host for this action-packed, informative podcast. Join me each week as I provide the information you need to grow your cybersecurity knowledge so that you're better prepared to pass the CISSP exam. All right, let's get going. Hey all, this is Shon Gerber again with Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast and ShonGerber.com. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, this beautiful day. This is being recorded as of November 25th, 2019, but this is part of my exam questions that I put together for individuals to study for their CISSP. And as we all know, studying for exam questions can be a challenge. And the one thing I struggled with when I was doing this is going over and over questions was such a daunting task. Well, I thought of, well, you know what? Let's just put these on audio format so you can listen to them while you're in the car, going to work, going to class, wherever you might be, and you can understand a little bit behind that. And then we can go from there. And so now these questions are coming from techtarget.com, and this is part of Domain 3 practice quiz that they had out there, which they in turn get from ISC². So these questions are pretty close to what you would expect to see on the test. So I will go out and grab questions from different sites and attribute them to those sites as well during the course of all these questions. So wanted to kind of, let's just get started. This is RCRE 017. So I've got a few more that have been out there, but this is the 17th version of my Reduced Cyber Risk exam questions for the CISSP. And this covers Domain 3. Question 1. The core of an OS and one of its main functions is to provide access to system resources. Okay, so that's the OS. Its main function is to provide access to system resources, which include the system's hardware and processes. Okay, so they're asking basically what is the part of the OS that will do that. So 1 is the system kernel. 2 is the state attack. 3 is the abstraction layer or abstraction. D is a firmware. So is it A, system kernel, B, systems attack or state attack, C, abstraction layer, or D, firmware? And the answer is A, system kernel. It is the kernel. It's part of the OS, and it does provide functions to allow access to system resources, which include the hardware and the processes associated with it. Okay, question 2. It stores data and has a high probability of being requested by the CPU. So as you're thinking through these, which one is it? A, digital signatures. Those typically aren't something that would store data. B, primary storage. Okay, so that possibly could be it because it's got storage in the name. C, stores data that has a high probability of being requested by the CPU, which is paging. Okay, so maybe that's it. It's kind of hard to say. D, IT infrastructure library, or ITIL. Okay, so as you're thinking through that, which stores the data that has a high probability of being requested by the CPU? B, primary storage. That is the answer. All right, question 3. Multi-level lattice models are security models that describes strict layers of subjects and objects and defines clear rules that allow or disallow interactions between them on the layers they are in. Okay, so multi-level lattice models are security models. So are they security models? You got to ask yourself on the studying that you've done that describes strict layers of subjects and objects. And we've talked about this in the podcast about subjects and objects, and defines clear rules that allow or disallow interactions between them based on the layers they are in. And the answer is there's actually two. One of two. One is A, true, B, false. Okay, is it true or is it not true? And the answer is true. That is correct. All right, hope you enjoyed these quick little snippet around some CISSP questions. You'll be getting some more of these will be coming out. As you subscribe to ShonGerber.com. Go out to my website, ShonGerber.com, and check out all of the CISSP materials that I have out there, as well as the training I offer, domains 1 through 8, and there's some great bargain deals that are coming out here this Black Friday as far as coming up here this week. So I got some Black Friday sales going on specifically for the CISSP, domains 1 through 8. All of my videos are there and available for you. All right, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See ya. Thanks so much for joining me today on my podcast. If you like what you heard, please leave a review on iTunes. I would greatly appreciate the feedback. Also, check out my CISSP videos that you can find out on YouTube. Just search for Shon, S-H-O-N, Gerber, like the baby food, toilet, or whatever you choose. And then you will find a plethora of content to help you pass the CISSP exam the first time. Lastly, head over to ShonGerber.com and look at the cornucopia of free CISSP materials available to all my email subscribers. Thanks again for listening. See ya!